Good afternoon. I'm just going to get right into it for those of you who watch it later, which is most people. I'm going to give you about 10 to 12 minutes. That's it, Monday Motivation, and we're still on the same topics we were for our monthly meeting. And today I want to just hit you with the title of I Won't Move. I love what Moses said in Exodus 33, 13 through 15. Man, he said, if you do not personally go with us, don't make us move. But before that, he said, I know that you look favorably upon me. How great is that? Like, I want the Lord's favor on my life. And he said, and as you favor me, teach me your ways so I can continue in your favor. I think we need a greater understanding real quick on the word favor and what that is. And Frank Damasio had an amazing teaching during Empowering Pastors last year. And I just want to run through some of the notes. He said favor is aligning our life with God's blessing, grace, and favor that positions us for increased influence, supernatural turnaround, limitations broken, dreams awakened, missed opportunities redeemed, and wide open doors for divine opportunities. Man, I like the word favor after you read through that set of lists and how powerful it is. And it's really cool because he went in and said, favor is where increase will flow in your life. When God looks upon you, the time, the season, the obedience all line up and it's ready to roll forward. He used Psalm 90 verse 17 and said, let the favor of the Lord our God be upon us and confirm us for the work of our hands. Yes, confirm the work of our hands. Man, the confirmation of the work of our hands is God's favor, God's increase, the mighty things that he'll do through us and for us. And that word let, it means release, to allow. How cool is that? He's saying, release your favor into my life. Release these things into my life so we can see great things occur, great things happen. And then he had a really powerful 8 declarations of favor, things that we can speak over ourselves from the word. He said, declare your position for promotion. Genesis 39, 21 and 23. Declare you are positioned for influence. Esther 5:2. Declare your position for blessing. Psalm 5:12. It's cool because Psalm 5:12, it brings up the knee and that the fact that the knee is the weakest part of the body. But when you take a knee, its position, and you bow it down, that's God's strength in your life. For marketplace success, if you have a business, if you're working a side hustle, if you're working a regular job, where is that success? It's in favor. Position for spiritual breakthrough, Micah 2:13, Matthew 17:21. Position for new victories, for enduring seasons of favor, for more favor, and then anointed for favor. And that's out of 1 Samuel. Man, those are pretty powerful declarations of, Lord, let me have favor. I want God's favor in my life. I don't care about man's favor because that will fade. I don't care about man's approval because that will fade. But if we can be in the Lord's favor, we're going to see powerful things happen. Kings rose up. I mean, look at David. His 7 brothers come and he's like, nope, you're not the king. Nope, you're not the king. Nope, you're not going to be anointed. But God's favor was on him. The little boy being a shepherd out in the field, God smiled on him. That was his favor. Those are the things that favor will do. You might be the newest person at your workplace. You might have been working on someone for years. You might have just come in as a small group leader, but God's favor, when he places it in your life, it is absolutely irrevocable. I mean, there's sin, but you can't stop it. Man can't stop God's favor in your life. It's so powerful. David Oyedepo, he has this amazing 3 statements, and I hope I get them right or I'm going to look kind of dumb. He said, if the Lord can't give it to me, may I never have it. If the Lord can't take me there, may I never go there. And if I forget the third one, but how powerful is it that he said, if the Lord doesn't want to have anything to do with it, I want nothing to do with it. And that's where we'll find favor. But we've been talking about a lifestyle of leadership. And can I tell you, a lifestyle of leadership is a lifestyle that is being led by the King. We went through Psalm 23 last week. It says, the Lord is my shepherd. He has all that I need. Can I tell you, when your shepherd is the good shepherd, you're going to have all that you need, the favor and those steps. And look, and this is one of the things I want to bring up. The leaders in your life, even me, every person that speaks in your life, they should be a reverb of heaven. It shouldn't just be taking their voices. Oh, this is it. This is what no. See what the Lord has said in your life, and then let them be a reverberation of what heaven is speaking in your life as well. And it is so powerful, because this was Moses. Moses, a pastor of almost probably 4 million people. He said, it's because of your favor we came out of Egypt. It's because of your favor that we have man. It's because of your favor that all of these things are happening in my life. And then he continued, he said, even after all your favor, continue to teach me your ways. And after you've taught me your ways, Lord, if we have to go anywhere, please don't make us move without your presence. See, one of the largest pastors in history understood the power of God's presence. And the power of God's presence is what led them in the day, what led them in the night. Come on, if you're having good times, it will lead you in those good times. In the nighttime, it will lead you in the nighttime. God's presence should be marked in your life. And when you allow God's presence to be a marking in your life, you don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be the best looking. You don't have to be the best speaker. You don't have to be any of those things. God's presence will automatically elevate in you. And what I love about God's presence, and it not only leads you, it protects you. How good is that? Because when they got to that sea, when they got to the Red Sea, the fire that was in front of them, leading them, came around and formed a wall in the back against Egypt's armies. God's presence not only leads you, it protects you. And I guarantee you, if there's something we need other than leading it, it would be protection. If you're in God's footsteps, if you're in the right path, because didn't Psalm 23 say, you lead me in the right path? There's one right path for your life. And if you're in that right path, I'm telling you, he'll lead you and protect you. There's not this thing called life, which has its own ability, its own thing to supersede God. No. Life, we hear people say it all the time, well, life happens. No. Well, God happens, and life cannot supersede what God has planned in your life. And if you're following and in his presence, I guarantee, I'll bet you money, he'll lead you and protect you. He'll lead you and protect you. That's the great key about his powerful presence. God's personal leadership will also bring you rest. Come on. There's rest in the presence of Jesus. It brings things into order. If there's anything that's out of order, I want to challenge you to say that let Moses' prayer be your prayer today as he was conversing with God. God, I know that you have favor. Teach me your ways. Keep me in your ways so that your favor will increase, so it will remain in my life. And Lord, I know that as favors in my life, Lord, let me be led and protected by your presence today. Show me your my good shepherd. Show me the ways to take, because I know that this leadership is not of me. I'm your voice. As Paul said, I'm an ambassador in chains. Ambassadors don't get to say whatever they want to. Ambassadors do and say what they've been told to do and to say. And can I tell you, as you do and say what you've been told to do and to say, God's presence will lead you and protect you. You'll see mighty favor. Those declarations of favor will become alive in your life. They're not just cool statements. No, they're biblical statements. And I want to encourage you to enact the word of God. It's not just hearing, it's doing. You can hear all day, and that doesn't know anything. If you want to prove that you know something, it's by acting it out. Don't say, that's one of the things I hate. Oh, yeah, I know. Then why did you ask? If you know, you do it. Knowing is not having a mental understanding. It's having an understanding of taking steps. Wisdom is taking those steps, not just harboring it in your mind and in your heart. So today, I don't want you to just harbor the fact that you need God's favor and his presence. I need you to enact heaven. We've been on this mantra of daily personal leadership is birthed in daily personal revival. And you got to have that moment with Jesus every day, whether it's in your car, in the shower, when you got to lock yourself away, put your phone on airplane mode, tell everyone to leave you alone. The greatest thing you can do for yourself, for your kids, for your workplace, for your marriage, for any part of your life is to have daily personal revival with Jesus. And as that happens, you'll see his presence protect and to lead you. You'll see his favor drop inside of your life. Today, have your life marked by presence. Make a commitment to the Lord. I will have your favor. I will be led and protected by your presence, because I will make a conscious effort to seek you, to follow your path. So your homework this week, it's going to be easy like last week, and I will charge you this week. I need a response by midnight. That means you too, Phil. Every single person. Here's what it is. I need you to go and seek God's presence the rest of the week. And on Wednesday, I just need a yes or a no. That's it. Wednesday at midnight, a yes or no. Did you seek his presence? Did you seek that right path? And that's where I want you to be. I don't care about you following all the religious things. Please don't make this a religious thing. I care about you being in the right path, and that's where we're going to see God's mighty hand move in this area. Love you. Have a great day. Share this with a friend if you want to, and hold some other leaders accountable. Share it with them. Share some things that you might like. Have a great day.